Hey nerds!
Every time. We have a guest today. I don't know if anyone can tell.
We are here with the #1 cosplayer in Corpus.
Thank you.
I'm number 2.
Have you ever cosplayed? Well, first of all, GirlGilla cosplay.
Yeah, well, GirlGilla Inc.
GirlGilla Inc.
Yeah.
You can see her logo down there, and her name is Becca.
Hi.
And have you ever cosplayed, Caleb? Or I don't think I've ever seen you dress up aside from like Halloween costume stuff.
There's been like a handful of times. The first year that RealmsCon, you remember RealmsCon?
Yeah, I remember. That's when I first started, all the cosplay stuff.
What was it, like 2005, right? Or maybe,
I don't know.
I think it was 2005 or 4 or something like that.
It's been a while.
So 2005, I dressed up as Steve Fox from Tekken.
Really?
My very first.
Just like the boxer shorts, or
I had red pants.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't have red pants. You remember his outfit where he had the red pants and the Hawaiian shirt?
White jacket.
It was like a Hawaiian white t-shirt.
Kind of, sorta.
And so I went as Steve Fox, alternate color costume because I didn't have red pants or a white t-shirt. I just had these really silly dress pants that were baggy. They were like Jinko dress pants.
Okay.
And then I also had on a blue Hawaiian style kind of. No, it's not Hawaiian style. What the hell would you call it? It's like the stretchy fabric. It's kind of like my pirate shirt. I don't know what you'd call that.
Yeah.
And then it had white whatever. And then I slicked my hair back. And then I was like, oh man, I look real dumb. I put the suspenders on and everything. It was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Do you ever have trouble finding clothes for your cosplay stuff, or?
Sometimes, yes, I do. Right now I'm going through a big, weight change.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the cosplay stuff I have in my closet doesn't quite fit.
Okay.
So I've had to, the last couple cons I've gone to, I've had to scramble a little bit. The good thing I do like about doing Harley Quinn a whole lot is I have so much Harley Quinn different things.
Yeah.
That I'm like, okay, I can piece this together. And then I have a really good friend who helps me paint a lot of my Harley Quinn clothing, I guess you can say. Her name's Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
She'll, last minute, I was like, hey, none of my Harley Quinn shorts fit. Gained a little weight. I got some tights. Can you paint them? In 3 days, I have a con coming up. And she's like, I got you.
Nice.
So she was able to help me put together a little Harley Quinn.
Do you stitch and sew and stuff?
No, I wish I did. I just, a lot of fabric glue and just finding pieces. And like I said, I got this friend that just loves Harley Quinn, so she likes to paint different Harley Quinn things.
Yeah.
So she's been helping me with different outfits.
I'm pretty
and stuff
sure
like that.
she's been in some of the photos, right? That you posted?
In a couple of them, a car show one. Because she was someone I started working with. And then from there, she's like, hey, her boyfriend used to do car shows. So I would go and do, car shows and just show up as Harley Quinn and stuff like that. And be like, look, she painted my outfit,
Anytime people see, because nerd is so mainstream now, when people see, especially Harley Quinn, it's recognizable to so many people.
Yeah. I can wear almost anything as long as I really got the color combo or just the crazy look. They just know.
Caleb has also been making a costume for a sketch we're planning on doing in a couple of months, or maybe
hopefully, and when it's cold. We definitely need it.
He's basically making a Bigfoot costume out of yarn. Right?
I didn't want to buy one.
Suit raw. I'm just gonna make it.
Yeah. So but we've made costumes in the past. My wife. I'll show you pictures later. But
okay.
My wife had made a Gohan costume, a kid Gohan for my daughter, and it was at RealmsCon probably 8 years ago. And she didn't win, which I honestly feel like she was robbed because that costume was good.
Really?
But that was the year that the family won with Trigun. They were all dressed as Trigun.
I think I do remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone remembers the Trigun family.
Yeah, especially when they're all dressed up all together.
And they looked really cool. It was really cool. But
so it sounds like she wasn't robbed.
No, they won group ensemble.
Oh, okay.
She would have won in her age category or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember who won in her category, but dude, that costume was good. I think we actually have that costume still. She also handmade a Chun-Li costume.
I do remember Chun-Li, yeah.
It was really cool because we used to do booths at RealmsCon where we would sell stuff.
Uh-huh.
And that leads me to the side note for the last one that y'all just went to, the one in Kadabracon, yeah. You met my sister and my mother was there. And when we were going through your pictures, I saw something that my sister would make, those little tic-tac-toe things.
I got one!
Yeah. That was her, Creative.
How cool!
Yeah.
I got one of the little tic-tac-toe things. My boyfriend was laughing at me because I was like, hey, if we have to wait, I can keep the little tic-tac-toe thing in the car and we can just play tic-tac-toe. And he's like, well, you know, we have our phones, right? And I'm like...
It's not the same.
But I was like, no, but I got car tic-tac-toe, so if we're waiting, we're just chilling in the car, we can play tic-tac-toe and I'll keep... And he was just like, we have our phones.
It doesn't take up that much space. Like, it's perfect for what it is.
I liked it. I was excited about it.
And she, that was my sister. But we used to do RealmsCon, and the year that we had Penny dressed up as Chun-Li, it was the year that all the DBZ voice actors were there. And it was when they were doing, I think it was the year they did the Selena event. Do you remember that? That big Selena Mac event?
Yeah. I do remember that one.
And so we were all inside the big, huge crowd, or the hall. And we were sitting right across from the DBZ people. And so it was really cool because, like, at some point, they came over and was like, oh, I love her costume. And then they were giving us all these free, like, signatures and stuff. And I was like, Penny, we need to dress you up again.
That's how it was with RealmsCon. I didn't dress up as much. I was just the parent. Yeah. You know, so like me and my ex-husband would go, and our youngest child, I would try to piece them together outfits. So one year they did Vanellope.
From
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
You know, so I sewed a little bit and painted the tights, you know. So I've done more painting and trying to piece things together for my kids' cosplays. Yeah. When they were younger than I had even with mine.
Hey, it's fun. It's fun putting together and making it work.
I mean, they were... Izumi was little. And now they're like, hey, I want to do Vanellope again. They're all 18 and everything else. This past con, I had both my kids, Katrina and Izumi, both with me. And I don't know. It was like a bonding moment because they're adults now. So trying to get us all time together. Yeah. So it's like con time. Let's go hang out as a little family.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I mean,
I enjoy it.
I hope my daughter's into it when she gets older. And now my son.
She probably will be.
Yeah, she's an ultra nerd, too. Yeah. You can see we kind of foster the nerd.
Oh, yeah. You do, too.
What's your favorite Harlequin? Like your favorite Harley Quinn?
The one that I've ever cosplayed, or
just your personal favorite?
My personal favorite?
Like all the different Harleys that they've ever put out. Like, who's your favorite?
Oh, there's so many different.
I guess I really like the original from the cartoon.
Me too.
Because I mean that was right at my age group when that cartoon was coming out. So.
I like the voice.
It was like a Brooklyn accent or whatever, right?
She was like, "Hey, Mr. J."
I like the more the newer one that they have, the new little.
The Margot Robbie.
No, I love her, but the HBO one.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
that's a good one. That's a fun one.
Like, she doesn't have to, like, I don't know, she's more not empowered, but like, I've only honestly seen the first season so far, but she doesn't have to like deal with the Joker.
I like in that show how. It's super vulgar. Have you watched it?
I like said I've seen the first season, but yeah, it just
Batman comes out, right? And like the first it's been a while since I watched it. But it's pretty good. Like you know what it reminds me of? It's like a more goofy version of Spawn. You remember Spawn on HBO?
Yeah.
And you remember how Spawn was just like gritty?
Yeah, I mean that's Spawn.
Yeah. Well, I mean like the tone, like you're looking at a cartoon, but you're like, damn. Or like Ninja Scroll when you watch Ninja Scroll. Basically it's like kind of the same thing. Like, it's very adult.
Okay.
But it worked. I thought it worked. I liked Ivy.
Yeah.
I liked how the whole time Joker's trying to get her back and she's just kind of like fuck off.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't want to do with you. Yeah. Exactly.
And it is true. Like I'm certain you're aware. Like how people would always post pictures of like, this is the kind of romance I want, and it's that Alex Ross painting of Joker and Harley, and it's like, you don't want that.
No.
Those toxic relationship stuff I've ever seen.
And everybody like dressing up as Harley, everybody's like, oh, where's your Joker? Where's your Joker? And I was like, look, what if I don't even want a Joker? Yeah. What if I don't want to deal with that? What if I prefer Poison Ivy? It's just...
We did see a Joker in one of your pictures. I think it was the Jared Leto one, right?
Well, I used to cosplay with a cosplay group, and we had a Joker in there. So
Okay.
of course, you know, it's Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
you Joker, and everything else. But
Gotta
there's
be
just
paired
times where I'm like, nah, I prefer not.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the Harley character can stand on her own at
Exactly.
this point.
Yeah, she's popular. Yeah.
She's super. Is there any characters? I know we went through some of the stuff that. Okay, first of all, let me preface this though, because you don't just do cosplay.
No, I also model, and with that, I've been in a couple movies, and I've also done a couple music videos.
We had
fashion
saved
shows.
some. Yeah, we had saved some of those pictures because we were like, for the uninitiated, we're gonna show some pictures in a minute.
Yeah, so I started off as cosplay. That's the reason it was like GirlGilla cosplay. But then I started then I started modeling, and then like I said, I ended up in a couple little movies. So it was just like, oh, guess what? You're gonna be here, and I'm like, okay, this is cool, and it's an experience. I've been published in a couple of the smaller little magazines, and like I said, done fashion shows.
Do you have like an agent in town?
I used to, but unfortunately they went under. So I'm just
not a lot of corpus work.
You're just free solo now.
Yeah, so it's just like, hey, if you want to work with me, let me know. Like, I'm down.
What movies have you been in?
The small indie ones. It was Wolfsbane 1, and then they had a Wolfsbane 2, and then there was one other one I can't remember. It's been a while since
Yeah.
But I have them all on Blu-ray.
And I'm sure it's like also you show up and then you do the work, and then like it's probably not a what's the word it's easy to forget for whenever your schedule is like busy or you have like a lot of stuff going on.
It's been a while. Like I sort of fell out of it a little bit. Like I was just trying to concentrate on trying to, I guess, survive. You know, so I haven't been doing as much. I'm slowly but surely trying to get back out there.
The reason I say that though is, have you ever listened to like interviews and stuff with like actors like Danny DeVito? Right? Just because this one's always fresh in my mind. He doesn't remember doing Philoctetes in Hercules.
Really?
He doesn't remember doing it.
I think that's just because he's probably really old.
It could be.
I don't know. I'm getting up there myself, so.
But I feel like it's easy to forget stuff you've done whenever you do like a lot. Like it seems like from all the photos and stuff that you're posting, like you kind of are busy all the time. Heck, how long did it take us to get you to come do this?
Well, honestly, some of it's just my day job. That's just trying to. I feel like I'm always there.
Yeah, most of the time that we go, you're usually
It might be because of just the sheer amount of stuff, now that I'm thinking about it, because sometimes when I scroll through the videos on our channel, I'll be like, I totally forgot that we filmed that. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And we've done, I don't know, like a couple hundred videos at this point.
Probably around there.
And it's not a lot. And it's like 30-second length shorts and stuff. But even still, I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, we've been doing 3 videos a week for about a year now, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 videos a week for a year, and then before that we were a lot less regular. We needed some of that Metamucil.
Yeah.
So nice constipation joke.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we got it.
So why did you want to start doing like cosplay stuff to begin with? You said your ex got you into it.
Well, my father-in-law, late father-in-law, he loved comic books. So of course his kids, like you said, they were raised into it. So when I came into the family, my ex-husband, he loved his comic books and stuff like that. So I got into it, and then we've raised our kids into it. So like I said, when we started off going to cons, we were just going. And then my youngest child wanted to start cosplaying, so I started piecing together little outfits for them when we went. And then one of my neighbors was like, I said something, I was like, I think I want to start cosplaying. And they're like, well, you're crazy enough to be Harley Quinn. and about that time, Suicide Squad was fixing to come out.
The first one?
The first one.
Okay.
So I gained a little bit of weight, you know, being married, having kids. I was like, you know what, if I lose enough, like, weight, I'm going to try to do this. And I did. And I wore it to the movie, and then I wore it to some event at Comics Plus, so when Comics Plus used to be open, and they're like, hey, this is awesome, you want to start doing events for us?
Yeah.
So then I just, like I said, started doing that, and then I was like, oh, and then, like, you call it the bug, and I was like, ooh, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to, do more.
Do they pay you?
A lot of times it's not. I do like to support local and stuff. It'd be great sometimes to get paid, because you gotta buy all this stuff. But like when I do fashion shows, sometimes they're like, we can give you discounts on some of the clothes. I mean,
hey, that works.
So it is something. Yeah. But it was like, bills got to get paid.
Yeah, it's not.
But, you know, it's one of those, at least it's like, hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, sort of thing.
No, I completely 100% get that. We ran a comic book store for a long time, and we were constantly trying to get people to do stuff with us, but we were nobody. And so instead of having people come do it, we just dressed ourselves up.
No, we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, we're like, hey, you know what? We have a Transformers costume. Go stand on the road and be Optimus Prime.
I've stood on the side of the road and waved at people. One time I forgot that, I don't know, I'm pale white and I don't do the sun well.
Yeah.
And I had it was a bombshell Harley Quinn. So I had dog tags, I wore like a bikini top with dog tags and a jacket. But I had the mark of the dog tag, right, like for weeks afterwards. And then I had to do like a modeling event like the next week. And it just looked so hilarious because I had a dog tag mark.
You should have told him, oh, it's a tattoo.
It's a tattoo.
Like, well, how did you get that?
I stood outside too long for hours.
We did see on your Instagram or Facebook that you recently got some tattoos, right?
Yes. Friday the 13th, I went to Fat Tat Tattoos and I got me a little bat on the middle of my back, and then I got a little heart spider web. I call it on my back fat. But you know that little chunk, that little piece, I figured if it's gonna be hanging out, might as well make it look cute, you know?
The bat, was it from anything or was it just a unique design? No, it's just a cute
little bat. Like, I don't know.
I can show like a picture. Oh no. I can go through and upload that picture. I need to put the thing on it.
It's just a cute little bat. In fact, the girl that was running around trying to get everybody this information, I don't even catch her name. She was like, that's one of my favorite little tattoos. I was like, you know what? It's really cute. So it looks like he peeks out a lot of my like t-shirts and stuff like that.
It's like a little baby, like a little baby bat. Yeah. That made me think of Monster Squad. You ever seen Monster Squad? Is it like an 80s movie?
No.
It's like a monster movie. It's got Dracula, Frankenstein. It's the movie where Wolfman's got nards. Have you ever heard that?
I've never heard of that.
Neither has he, and I've been trying to get.
No, I mean I've heard of it. I just haven't watched it.
Monster Squad. Something to watch.
So you're like super into like Halloween stuff then, and
yeah.
Well, I mean you're wearing a shirt.
I'm a skeleton. Yeah,
That's why I thought she was dressed up as a zombie. I saw your shirt. I thought maybe it was like a.
No, it was something. It was something that honestly I did barely done laundry. I've been so busy. I've barely done laundry, so it was like chilling on my bed. And I was in a rush this morning, but like I said, I didn't want to show up with my shirt that had like queso and beans on it. It's
the season of Halloween, so it's appropriate.
But no, the pumpkins, bats, all that. Yeah, pumpkin spice.
I don't have any Halloween shirts, but I do have a couple of Cannibal Corpse shirts that I think
that count.
Could probably work.
You're all close enough, right?
That just got me thinking. We should do a video where we make our own pumpkins.
Yeah, it could be funny.
And then just obviously make silly pumpkins.
Yeah.
Okay. If you carve them out enough, you can put them on your head.
Do the Dwight. It'll get stuck. You an Office fan?
Oh. All right, get out.
I know. I get so much crap for it. I don't know. It's not one of those. I'm more like the Criminal Minds, Supernatural.
Well, Supernatural, I used to talk a lot of crap about Supernatural. But then my dad was like, I guess it's like 10 seasons. It's like a ton of episodes, right?
There's
and so my dad, one day I go in there and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm watching this show, Supernatural. And I was like, what? That's so weird. Why are you watching that? And he goes, no, man, it's pretty good. I was like, okay.
I got so excited because I love Scooby-Doo. So when they did that Scooby-Doo Supernatural like crossover, I was in
what was that? I don't hear about that one.
It's like a couple years ago. Yeah, like... It was cartoons, Supernatural and everything. You had
Scooby-Doo in there. So it was like an episode of Supernatural?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
They even made some, like...
That's cool.
Like, shirts and stuff like that for Hot Topic. Because I had to go and get me a couple shirts. I had Scooby-Doo and Supernatural.
You're a big Scooby-Doo fan.
I love Scooby-Doo.
One of the pictures we found was you in a Scooby-Doo outfit.
Yeah. I got to... I wasn't going to go to Corpus Christi Comic-Con because it was just, like... money-wise just didn't work out, and my youngest happened to go with friends and it's like, Mom, come hang out. And I was like, like I said, I don't have any cosplays that really fit me right now. My boyfriend's like, figure something out and I'll help you get something. And I was like, the voice of Scooby-Doo's going to be there. So I got me a really cute little Scooby-Doo little dress, and then I just...
That would have been cool.
Amped it up. And I got to meet the voice of Scooby-Doo, and he really liked my outfit. And he talked on a video for me, and I was like, this is awesome. And it was up to, I paid where you could take the picture with them, and it was like up to 4 people. So like I said, it was me, my youngest, and 2 of her friends. So I was like, hey, do your friends want to be in my Scooby-Doo picture? And they're like, sure. So it's me, my youngest kid, and their 2 friends just hanging out with the voice of Scooby-Doo. They're like, this is cool. Yeah, and they're like, this is
I like to do
cool.
that voice just for fun, but I'm no good at it. You've met the real one, so I can't do it anymore.
I was so excited.
Does he just do Scooby-Doo, or does he do anyone else on the show?
He does...
Does he do Scrappy-Doo?
I want to say he does Scrappy, and I think sometimes Shaggy, I think is what it was, the other one.
You're a big Scooby-Doo fan?
I love Scooby-Doo.
Did you ever watch the one when they were like kids, and then had that guy Red Herring that would always come out?
Yeah, Pup Named Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, Pup Named Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
I used to watch that a bunch.
I like the movies with Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
Dude, those are so good.
Yes,
we still watch them every year for Halloween. They always get watched because they're good.
I don't think I've seen any of those.
Matthew Lillard
I've seen the
is
old
a great
cartoons
Shaggy.
with like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, I always like the little...
I was a Scrappy
and like
fan.
Mama Cass and all
I
that.
don't like Scrappy all because of the movie. Yeah, I was like...
Yeah, they kind of did him dirty.
What happened in the movie?
He's the bad guy in the movie.
What?
He's a bad little pup.
Was it the second one?
We just don't talk about him. I think so, where they would go to the island.
Yeah, he's like the one behind all the mischievous behavior.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because Scrappy's so fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of his lines from the show because I haven't watched the show in so long.
Yeah, for real.
But I didn't know that Matthew Lillard had done the voice of Shaggy for so many different shows. And I thought that was so cool because he was like super attached to the role. And then I guess at some point they replaced him, or for the new show. What was that show called? Scoob?
I haven't. Okay, the movie was Scoob.
That was the animated movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I haven't seen, I think, like the newest one.
Yeah,
I think the art style sort of threw me off.
With Mindy Kaling.
I don't think that is like.
But that's like before they made Scooby. I think.
Did you like that one, the Velma?
I haven't seen like some of like the newer ones. I haven't quite seen because I'm just like.
Yeah, the Velma show was also kind of like think of it like the Harley Quinn show. It's like kind of it's the same, but it's adjacent.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I guess Warner Brothers really don't shy away from including that as canon, like just all the vulgarity. Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the reason they did it like that is because they know the Scooby-Doo fans are kind of getting older.
Yeah,
so
that's
they're probably
true.
trying to
like keep up with them or something like that. But at the same
yeah.
time, you're just like, I don't know.
I didn't watch it. I like Mindy Kaling. I think she's funny. She was like a big writer for The Office, and so I trust her. But I still haven't watched it.
I forget what it was called, but that show where she was a doctor was kind of funny. I didn't finish it, but
I didn't watch it.
I watched a few seasons. It was alright.
I've heard of that one. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, me neither.
Y'all do the car shows. Is that something that you are a part of, or you're just?
I just like to show up.
Okay.
My dad's always had motorcycles and cars. I mean, ask me a question about cars and motorcycles, I wouldn't know what to tell you. But they're beautiful, and I love to look at them.
That's enough. You don't have to know how engines work to appreciate
I was
a good car.
they're just gorgeous, and I love to see them. And sometimes I'll be like, I'll go with my friends. Like I won't even have like a professional photographer with me. I'll just hang out with my friends and be like, hey, you want to take a picture of me in a couple of these cars? I'll take pictures of you, and we just go back and forth like that.
Well, real quick, the car shows you're talking about, these happen at Freebirds, right? In the parking lot?
They used to. Unfortunately, they had the property manager didn't quite like them out there. So
for like what, like More Plaza or something? Or that's so dumb. It's got people coming to your shopping center.
Yeah, and they were buying from like Cane's and Freebirds and Five Guys. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
What was it that they complained about? Was it like trash being left around or something?
I don't know, because they tried to be like on their best behavior. I just don't think, because with Freebirds, they used to do like little events, like cosplays events and stuff like that. And when my late friend Val passed away, we did some events there, and we had like a photo booth in the parking lot. We were allowed to, But once they switched ownerships, the plaza did. I guess it's just we weren't allowed to spill out of the store. So
is that when they painted it, like the whole More Plaza?
I think so.
Or maybe they painted it.
That was a long time ago.
But maybe they painted it to get ready for a sale.
Oh yeah, maybe it could be.
I don't know.
So where do they have it now? Do you know? Or?
Various different places. One of the guys that does the car shows came in the other night, and I happened to be there, and he was telling me that they had one at Starbucks near Kohl's.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, that would have been cool. If I would have known, I would have popped in there, just to say hi, look at the pretty cars,
We got a buddy, student driver club, Gerald and Rachel. They do a bunch of car shows and stuff in Austin.
Have you ever heard of them, Student Driver Club?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if they have. Oh, you know what? They drive to their events. They have one of those old Japanese cargo trucks. And so if you ever see it, it's like blue, and it's like them. That's their thing.
Yeah.
It's probably so old, the only old Japanese cargo truck.
Yeah, and it's so cool. I'm telling you, when I see that thing, I'm just like, damn, man, I wish I had one of those. But they beat us to it, and there's no way we can do it now. We got to come up with something different. We can get one of the old timey bicycles with the front big wheel.
No, I don't know about that.
Put an engine on it.
What I would really like if we got just one of those old timey vans.
The Volkswagen?
Oh, I love.
Not necessarily a Volkswagen, but the ones that that you see like van art on. Like someone will paint like a heavy metal album on there.
They would put tables in there.
And we
used to have one, or not us, but my aunt used to have one, and they're inside, and you could tell this is like a 70s, 80s vehicle because they had a table that you could sit at and no seatbelts. You know what I mean? Like it was just a big table, like a booth. So think of like a big round
This is like
booth.
a Scooby-Doo van, right?
Yeah. And it had just had a big, huge table that had like a map of the world on it. And I remember we would just be sitting back there sipping on stuff as kids because she ran a daycare.
Yeah.
And, no seatbelts while we're going to the pool or something. That'd be kind of cool to track one of those down.
Yeah.
Had full carpet, like shag carpet in the van.
Just start doing the podcast out of there.
Well, I think, who does that? I think Steve-O does that.
Oh, really?
I think they do their podcast out of a van.
Because then you can go to cons and just talk to like random cosplayers and little things like that.
We've been trying to get to a con for a while now.
Yeah.
But...
Well, when he says try, we were trying to find we did try to get the Anime Con, but late. We were late for that Anime Con. And then for Corpus Christi Comic Con, I put in an application. They never got back to us. So what what I'm thinking is, I think that because we're just a YouTube channel and we're nobody, like we're not selling anything.
No, they had there was this one table that they had, I think, podcasts and YouTube and...
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we had to follow their YouTube channel to enter to win something, Oh. So it's like they have all sorts there at the CadaverCon that I was just at.
Yeah, so we were trying to get a Cadabra, but we're out of boots. And I was like, okay, guy, all right, well, I guess we won't do it then.
For Corpus Christi Comic Con, I thought we were like a year late anyways, right?
No, for Corpus Christi Comic Con, we had put in an application, but that's what he told me. We put in an application 6 months before. I think it was like 6 months. And he was like, no, you got to put it in like 8 months before. And I was like, oh, shit, okay.
So has the next one already been announced? Have we put it in our app?
Yeah, we're going to be doing
it. I don't know if y'all are willing to travel and how far. There is a con coming up. They used to do it in Victoria, but they stopped doing it for a little bit. But they're bringing it back. Victoria Comic Con. And that's a con that I plan on going to. It's not far from my hometown, so I figured, go...
Visit.
Yeah, go visit and just hang out over there and everything else with the kids and stuff. So, I mean, if that's something y'all are interested in, I can send you their Facebook page. I don't know
if
it's available.
I'm definitely interested. The problem on my side is I just have trouble getting time off from work.
Okay.
That's really the main issue.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I can send y'all...
I could go.
Well, I can send y'all the information, or, like, the Facebook page at least. Y'all can look into it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't,
Yeah,
and I mean, Victoria's not too far.
Yeah, where I work, you pretty much gotta ask for time off like months in advance. Like I was just looking, I found out yesterday my brother's gonna be in town. He lives in Minnesota, right?
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be in town in December for a couple weeks, and so I was like, okay, well let me see if I can get any extra time off. And every day in December has been spoken for at work.
Oh,
so
wow.
Damn.
So no shot.
Well, luckily we're gonna already. Hey, you should have him come do an episode of the podcast.
I'm gonna ask him. He's gonna say no.
Well, I tell him we can talk about magic or.
Yeah.
But
I'll try to persuade him, but don't get your hopes up.
At the cons, are they super accommodating? Like when you go as just a guest and you're not like actually like officially there.
Okay.
When you go as a guest, are they super okay with you filming or like getting pictures, footage?
Yeah, nobody seems to have a problem. I've seen that some of the vendors now are selling these little like buttons or badges or pins that say, "Hey, ask for a hug, no hugs, please don't touch, ask to touch." Or not to like touch, ask to take pictures on a break right now, because some of these cosplayers will wear very elaborate stuff, and as cool as they look, there's some times where they take like 2 seconds to sit down if they can find somewhere to sit or to eat or something like that, so they have to take off their stuff, and people are like, "Ooh, can I come take a picture?" And they're like,
Give me a second.
I just took off my mask. Or, like, I'm dying of thirst. Like, can I just get something to drink and stuff like that? Yeah. So, I totally get it. Like, if they're in the middle of just trying to take a breather, a quick break, or taking off one of their heavy pieces of armor, just to chill for a little bit. Don't rush up to them and be like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" or whatever. Be considerate. You know, but yeah, most of the time they don't mind if you record or take pictures or anything like that.
Do they have to peace bond your big old hammer when you bring it in, or what?
Any kind of weaponry. I couldn't say that. I'm sorry. They'll always check it.
Okay. What's your hammer made out of?
Right now the hammer I have is just a plastic one from the spirit store that honestly I borrowed from a friend. Usually I carry a bat that I got from Hot Topic. It's a little plastic Suicide Squad bat from when Suicide Squad came out.
Okay.
My most recent little Harley Quinn piece is a cute little mallet purse that my boyfriend got me from the spirit store.
I've only ever been to one con ever. I went to PAX South 2017. Did you ever go to PAX when they were still around? No.
That's ultra nerd.
Yeah,
I didn't even go to PAX.
They don't do PAX South anymore, but
Was that a COVID thing?
I think that was part of it, and part of it I think they just weren't making enough money.
It's kind of sad.
But that was the year the Nintendo Switch was first coming out. So if I stood in line for 3 hours, I could have played Nintendo Switch a couple of months early, but I did not do that.
I feel like it was.
I don't blame you.
Not worth it.
Whenever you went to the Comic-Con, did you go wait to talk to Sean Astin?
Yeah, did you see Sam? No.
Too long of a line? Or you don't care about Lord of the Rings?
Corpus Christi Comic-Con?
Yeah.
I was just there that one day, so I just mainly...
no wasting time.
Yeah, I was like, I went and spent more money than I should have, and got to meet the voice of Scooby-Doo.
We were wondering if he was even going to show up at all, because that was right in the middle of the
writer's strike.
The Actor Guild strike and the writer's strike and all that, so we didn't know if he was even going to show.
That reminded me of Sean Astin. Oh, every year that we did RealmsCon, where we had a booth and we sold stuff, sold artwork and whatever, right? Every single year we would make like a couple $100, but we would spend like $500, $600, $1,000, and it's like, oh god. So one year, our last year that we did RealmsCon, I guess the last year that they did RealmsCon was we had no, because remember they switched back to Emerald. Was it Emerald Beach or was it Omni?
No.
I don't remember, but they moved the last 2 years, and so we didn't go do that because the tables were the same, the prices the tables were the same, and I was like, Bank Center kind of gets you that high dollar price, and I loved RealmsCon.
Yeah,
it was great people, it was fun all the time, but that last year we were like, okay, no spending money. So all we did was eat snow cones in the corner.
Yeah, those
all sad, didn't look at anything.
Cons are like nerd Christmas. There's so much cool stuff that you can buy.
I guess we can go through pictures real quick.
Yeah.
That way, I'm just gonna have it pop up in the middle. Oh yeah, look, we're all still visible. We did it.
Yay.
Where'd you get that horse?
Where did I get that horse?
Did you make it?
Honestly, I don't remember the company. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. It was an event at Water Street before they tore it all down. It was a Christmas event. Another model put on, but they asked me to cosplay during the day. and it was around Christmas. So I was like, all right, holiday Harley Quinn.
Hey, you did
And then
it.
as soon as I saw the horses, I was like, Harley Quinn needs to sit on a horse. And then I took like an hour break, changed completely, got a mini massage from someone there, and then was like the Christmas angel and in a fashion show later on that evening.
Okay,
It's one of those long days.
You could have done a face paint. They probably wouldn't have let you face paint the horse.
Well,
Put
it
like a
wasn't my
smile. Put a smile on it.
It wasn't my horse to face paint. I'm glad they let me sit on it.
They would have been mad. I can't even see what that
So there,
picture
you're
is.
some
Like,
kind of demon
okay.
or devil or.
This photo shoot, it was a group of us. So I was like a fire witch.
Okay.
And a couple of the group photos did get published.
Oh, nice.
You know, so as we were taking all these pictures and everything else, the sun was going down, and I happened to have like a little cauldron, and so they're like, try to catch like the sun in your cauldron, and so that's what that was.
Ooh.
Speaking of witches, real quick, are you into Harry Potter at all?
Yes.
Or have you ever heard of Worth Witch?
Worth Witch.
Okay.
The Worth Witch School for Misfit Wizards. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
My wife, it's basically this camp. It says adult camp for like Harry Potter fans, and you go and role play all weekend. My wife has been to it. She's gonna go next year. But yeah, you basically, when it's your first year there, you get sorted into a house. Shout out to Wiverno House. It's not like Harry Potter affiliated, but yeah,
Like they have their little houses. That's so cool.
You should definitely look that up.
Gives me an excuse to buy a cloak and a wand. Yay.
Yeah, you definitely need a cloak. There's a wand making class that you attend to make your wand. It's pretty cool.
I should have worn my wizard robe.
Yeah.
Have you seen Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes.
Great movie. Can you see that?
I saw the jacket.
Yeah. My mom got me that for Christmas like last year, and I was like,
That's so
I was
awesome.
like, where did you even get this? I didn't know they made it for one.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty decent quality. Like, it's probably box lunch, but I mean,
But still.
box lunch is great. What's your favorite Ghibli movie?
I like My Neighbor Totoro.
Totoro's good.
It's always my favorite.
I like Spirited Away.
That one's really good too. But I don't know. I just like, he's so cute.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one, the cat bus.
Yes.
That's the depressing one if you, because there's like
a couple of them are.
I was all there. A couple of them that will make you cry, but they're really good.
There's
a
theory that they're dead.
Yeah.
That the sisters are dead, and so when you watch it with that context and you're thinking that the whole time, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna pretend that this is all real, and Cat Bus is real, and yeah.
So cool.
What's this?
Okay, that was a photo shoot when I was still with Rad. A lot of people, they see me and they're like, oh, look, you're a model, you're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. I honestly see a goofy dork. So that's what I see. That's what I am. So when people are like, oh, model, 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 I see something like that. So sometimes with the photographers, if they let me, I like to be goofy and just be silly. And so she took that one and they think I won't post them. And I'm like, I was like, that is me
post it.
all the time.
I think what it probably is when people meet someone who dresses up and they're what's the word, projecting their own insecurities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they see you and they're like, oh, she's so flamboyantly
I've
open.
had people tell me, they're like, oh, you look so stuck up and you look so mean. And I'm like, I am scared of everyone.
Yeah, when you're out there dressed like that, you just gotta own it.
Yeah.
I've only done cosplay the one time. I was Leon from one of the newer Pokemon games, and my wife was, I forget her character's name, was when we were basically taking our engagement photos, so we cosplayed for that.
It was pretty cool. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. And then we were supposed to be invited, and I was supposed to dress up.
I don't think so.
Whoops.
God damn it. Okay, what was this one?
This one was from Starstruck Boutique's fashion show. She let me, I got to buy that outfit. It was one of those little discount outfits. Oh, but I loved it. A friend of mine, Angel Cagdu, took this picture. You know, he
Sounds familiar.
he was also Spider-Man. So he does photography, and he also does the Corpus Christi Spider-Man.
Does he do like a lot of photography around here?
Yeah.
That's probably why I know the name. I probably know the name.
We saw a couple different Spider-Man scrolling through your photos. There was a girl Spider-Man and a dude Spider-Man.
Well, the girl like Spider-Man would be my youngest.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
And I even have a Spider-Man outfit somewhere.
We had a buddy who used to cosplay as the Black Spider-Man when what game? It was one of the games came out.
The Venom suit?
Yeah. Well, no. Classic.
Venom suit Spider-Man is what you're saying?
No, it was.
Okay, Miles Morales.
No, it's like the movie. It's like the third movie.
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, so I guess technically it would be Venom.
Yeah, that's
but you remember how beautiful the movie suits were?
Yeah.
So I think it was that. It was Aldo.
Oh, okay.
I have pictures of it. I'll show it to you later.
Okay, cool.
But
shout out to Aldo.
His costume was super fancy,
Really?
and he paid like big money for it. And he was a lot thinner back then, and so
it all happens.
Yeah, and so whenever he would wear it, I was like, "Damn, homie, that's a badass costume." I don't know how the hell they made that, but it did. It looked really good. What do we got here?
This one was I think that picture got published in a magazine.
Ooh, nice.
It was just one of those. I was like, I want like a goth like witchy like shoot. So I had some really cute tarot cards that were Marvel.
Nice.
So I was like, I want to play with my tarot cards in a cemetery. Let's do this shoot, and that's like my favorite dress. I think it's such a pretty dress.
It looks pretty.
So like I was just like, let's do this, and that was also when I was still with Rad, and so like I said, and then we got these published.
That's the agency.
It was the agency.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you because it just popped in my head. Something that fascinates me because I can imagine how you set up a photo shoot. You'd have to contact a photographer. Is that what you do like every single time? You just find a photographer?
A photographer will be like, hey, I want to shoot with you. I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? Like, I like to try like new things. So I'm like, I'm down for almost anything. There's something you might suggest. I'm like, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have a random idea. With Rad, when I was still with the agency, I can go to my boss and be like, hey, I have this idea. And they're like, okay, let's work with it. For the most part.
And they try and put it together. Yeah. Probably is easier that way.
Yeah, it was easier when it was with an agency and stuff like that, but
it also helps to have contacts, I would assume, because like a group of people like the talent agency who knows a bunch of photographers.
Other photographers, like if we can't do it, they can, and things like that. But I mean, I still, try to get out there. But I like to, like I said, do like the different.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
When you're shooting your own stuff, are you just pretty much using your phone or?
Yeah, when I'm shooting my own stuff, that's all I have is my phone. There's like I've thought about maybe trying to save up for a camera, but like I have so much other things that I have to take care of.
Whoa.
Before I can get to the camera.
Yeah, that's what we do too. We use Caleb's phone as our primary filming device.
This is the camera.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I have. So like when I go to car shows and I'm taking turns with my friends, taking pictures in front of.
Hey, if it works, it works, right?
Or if I'm promoting, like, if I'm wearing someone's outfit or wearing someone's jewelry, because I'm always tagging people and stuff. I'm wearing this, I'm wearing so-and-so.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Oh my gosh.
That is a huge dress.
Unfortunately, I've lost a lot of these pictures, but I got to post a couple of them. That is a parachute.
Oh, okay.
A real parachute?
Yes. Tracy Wendell, if I remember correctly, his last name. I've always had trouble saying names. He is an awesome photographer, and he had several of these parachute dresses. And at that point, I was really, really small. But even then, I had to like eat chicken and rice for a good couple weeks because those don't stretch, and they're only for the smallest of smalls. But it was so cool to just be wearing a parachute.
Yeah, the shot looks really cool.
And it's
just a repurposed parachute,
and they dyed it that color. Like I think they also have like an olive green. And unfortunately, it was about the time like COVID hit, so you know how everybody was going through those unfortunate like little depressions. So I didn't post a lot of the pictures fast enough, and so sometimes if you don't do that, or if you don't save them to your phone fast enough, you'll just the drop boxes will. They can't keep everybody's pictures forever. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
But that was such a cool experience, though, out there just wearing a parachute.
That reminds me, in high school, do you remember DDR, Dance Dance Revolution?
Yes. I tried it, and I was
They used to sell dance pads that were like materials, like a vinyl.
Uh-huh. I had one for the longest time. Honestly, I might still have it in storage.
I'll take it.
I can find it.
The reason is, in high school, I took my old backpack, started to tear, and I was like, "Oh man, my backpack's tearing. I like this backpack." So I took a dance pad and I took apart. I break all the seams of your backpack. I laid out all the fabric over the dance pad. I had enough fabric, and I stitched together a backpack out of a DDR dance pad.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I like to
everyone made fun of you at school.
Everyone was like, "Dude, where'd you buy that?" And I was
so
like,
cool.
"Bro, I made it." Like, all stuff like that. That's what happens when you believe in family. That's my Vin Diesel, my best Vin Diesel. What do we got here?
Okay,
I can't see what she's holding.
I am holding a little ornament that was just a Christmas shoot. That was with Rad. They had a little studio downtown, and they had a little Christmas backdrop. And I was like, I have this really like ugly sweater dress I'd gotten from Walmart. It had a big unicorn on it. I was like, I want to come take pictures.
That's cool.
So I was there just holding a little ornament, like a little Christmas shot.
You post on Instagram all the time too.
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook, and I try to do a little bit of everything.
Christmas is always like a hot time of year for Instagram because every model and stuff is always posting like Christmas outfits.
Yeah.
We need to do that this year.
Okay.
We need to get Christmas. I have all those velvet jackets. You know, like JCPenney sells like those velvet jackets. I've got like 3 or 4 of them. We should do that.
We shot what I thought was a really, really funny Christmas video last year, but
it was a great
nobody
Christmas
watched
video.
it.
Man, that actually was a really good one. We went through a name change. Our original name for the channel was Super Cereal, and it basically got to a point where we were like, someone says, "Hey, what's your channel's name?" And we're like, Super Cereal. And then they search for us, and there's like 400 Super Cereals. And we were the second most popular, but still, the most popular had like millions of subscribers. And so it was like, we're never going to break through that.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what? Let's just cut our losses, change the name. We changed the name to Team Triplehorn, which is like this huge inside joke for us. But that episode marked the name change because what we all were opening was the new name, and so it was kind of like a fun little thing that we did. But I thought it was really funny.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
It's just with the name changed. Yeah, like I said, I used to go by GirlGilla Cosplay, but then I started doing all this other stuff. So I was
just
trying to just put it all together. So I was trying to change it just on my Facebook, but it wouldn't let me change the name. So I just gave up. So I made a new.
You should be able to change the name.
It needed a password, but I had condensed that to my regular Facebook years ago, and it lost I don't know what happened.
That is one thing that I had to do whenever we had the separate page. I had to remove my personal account from the business account.
I tried to figure it out for 2-3 days, and I gave up. So I just started a whole new page. So I'm trying to slowly but surely scoot everything over, and it's taking a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the fun part. What do we got here? Is that Wonder Woman?
That is Bombshell Wonder Woman. I was going to, I think a car show event, and so I had a photographer friend of mine, and I'm like, hey, I'm dressed up as Wonder Woman. He's all, stop by real quick, and took a couple pictures and threw in a background.
That's as simple as it needs to be.
This one Leslie took with Bohemian Outpost. She had like a little random ballerina outfit. She goes, I think it would fit you, and let's take pictures. So we just got together one evening, and then I had a crown laying around because
why not, right?
Why not?
Who does
that? We have a Wonder Woman crown laying around in there. It was kind of
exactly.
I was
Everyone's got one of those.
Coincidence.
It's one of those little. We were going for like a hippie theme. It was one of those ones I think we tried for a publication. It just didn't quite work out. But I like dressing up differently all the time, so they're always fun.
When you say tried for a publication, it's so like y'all take photos
and then we submit them, and sometimes they get picked up, and sometimes they don't.
What kind of is it magazines? Is it websites?
Magazines.
Like what magazines?
They're like the ones you have to get online and order yourself. So they're not in HEB or anything like that.
Oh, it's still cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's still it's a just random little publication, something I've done.
Yeah, I tell people I was published in a poem book because I had written a poem, but it was one of those ones you send it in and then you buy a copy of the book and then they'll just
I've heard of those. Yeah,
but I was like, I don't give a shit.
You were like, I'm so cool. Yeah, exactly.
I'm in it. Yeah. Well, I actually no, they did. I am in another book, but I didn't buy it, so technically.
Oh, you're so cool, kid.
I'm so cool, bro. I don't gotta buy that book to get in that book.
But I have some of these magazines in my bookcase, and it's just. I don't know. Eventually, eventually my grandkids be like, "Hey, look, Grandma was in a magazine."
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah.
Just.
I've never been in a magazine.
I was in those old. Remember when in school? Did you come? Were you in? You said you were from a different town. You're not from CCSD.
No, I'm not from here.
Do y'all remember those little books they would put out, like community and schools type stuff?
I'm not from CCSD either, Kayla.
Yeah, but I mean the concept is the same. Did y'all ever get like this is in the 90s, so like way back they would send out books where they would do like they would take schoolwork from kids and they'd put it in this book if it was selected.
No.
So like I drew a picture of Abraham Lincoln and it's like the shittiest Abraham Lincoln
No,
ever.
I don't remember that.
And
We
it's
didn't
like
have those.
I was like in first grade and so like I'm in that book and I was going through my baby box the other day and I saw that and I was like, oh shit, that's bad. I should post a picture of that. What do we got here?
That is Minnie Mouse. I was going to a business luncheon. New Wave Expo had it. They did a con.
That was sometime. Was it a year ago? 2 years?
It was last year. Things just didn't quite work out. But I was going to like a business luncheon. But they still wanted me to cosplay. So I was like, all right. So I came up with that little Minnie Mouse.
I think New Wave Expo is the first time that I asked you to come do the show.
Yeah.
I think that's how.
And
long
I was
ago
just
that
so
was.
busy because I was like I've helped out with cons before. But this one, I was the cosplay consultant.
Yeah,
so I was
that was the
in deep and like, I'm so glad that I had both my kids there that weekend because they basically helped me with my table while I was trying to, make sure all the other cosplayers were comfortable and everything else. And
that's pretty cool though.
It was fun.
What did you do?
So, I helped just make sure they were taken care of and they were getting back and forth to the hotels, and then at one point they got pizza, so I was making sure everybody got their pizza. And
producing everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, just running around. Like, my kids were like, can you sit down? And I'm like, I don't know.
I couldn't do that.
But it's one of those things I've learned a lot that the next time, if anybody is like, hey, do you mind helping out with, like, our cosplay side of a con? I can be like, okay. And I won't be like, because it was just, I was learning a lot as I was going, trying to figure things out.
That's pretty cool, though. You're a businesswoman.
I was a fairy. Just a little fairy. I think it was for a little fashion show. Go hang out and took pictures with kids.
We should do a Team Triplehorn fashion show. Dibs on. I'll do the fairy. Okay. I'll be the fairy.
All right, yeah, you do that. I'll let you have that one.
That was probably the same day. I think it was one of those ones where it was an all-day event. I was a fairy during the day, and then it was the fashion show part was an 80s theme.
Ah.
So there's been a couple of them where I've done
80s is the most fun fashion.
Oh yes, it is.
80s is the most
fun.
fun.
I've done that one a couple times. I did that one in roller skates. They're like, hey, can you come hang out at the bridge and just roller skate in some 80s gear? And I was like, roller skating at a bar.
You're like, who is this? Who's calling me?
I got paid for that one. That one was fun.
Oh, nice.
That's the best kind. What's this?
This was so cool.
Is it like a warrior?
No, that is Donatello.
Yes, it is a warrior. Donatello, the Ninja Turtle warrior.
It was, okay, they asked us to be in a parade, so
I think it was Buck Days, right?
I think so. Yeah. And it was hot, and I could not breathe. I guess I'm a little claustrophobic, but I would so do it again and not breathe just to be a Ninja Turtle.
That looks like super hardcore.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Who put it on?
That's me.
No, I mean like.
I think it was Buck Days.
Yeah, I think it was like a Buck Days.
So Buck Days
this
officially
parade part of it. I don't remember who owns these costumes, but like the guy built them all, and he needed particular body shapes and sizes, and I just so happened someone was like,
nice.
"Hey, I think you would be a perfect fit for one of these Ninja Turtles. Come try it on." And I was like, I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And like you said, it was a little scary because like you said, the whole like just being covered from head to toe, a little hot, and you couldn't really see properly. It was so cool.
It's pretty. They didn't let you keep the costume.
No.
That would have been cool.
No.
You know what it was made out of? Is it like foam?
Some of it like foam, like this dude like made these costumes. Like it was so cool, and I wish I remember who exactly they were.
I can't quite see the detail, but I can see like the silhouette.
Oh, they look awesome. And he had all 4
like
turtles and a
quality.
Splinter.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely
Splinter would have looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was there a picture of Splinter? I'll look it up later.
I don't remember,
We don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah, see, that was I think that was either before or after. So that was like once we taken off the head.
Damn, that is cool.
So it was just, it was probably after the way my face looks, I was just like, oh, I'm so hot and tired.
I remember one time me and my brother were Ninja Turtles for Halloween, probably when we were like 4, 5, 6, 7 in that range. And it was basically just Ninja Turtle pajamas.
Yeah, dude, we had those.
And then my brother's friend who lived across the street, he had like a Ninja Turtle costume with like fake muscles, and I was so jealous.
Jen makes those because she crochets.
Yeah.
And so she makes her own beanies, and she usually sells them for like Christmas and stuff. And one of the ones that she had made for kids was little Ninja Turtles, and it comes with the little eyepiece, so you can kind of fold it down over. It's pretty sweet.
I'd wear that as an adult.
I told her, I go, you need to make us some for the show. Ever since you said you wanted Bobby to crochet a hat, so I was like, Jen, we should make hats. Make a hat for me. Bobby loves Kevin. That's why she's making him a hat. Okay, what do we got?
That was a fashion show for Starstruck Boutique.
What's that in the background? Is it a table?
I was taking a mirror selfie because sometimes it's hard to get,
a good angle.
A good picture.
Like selfie.
Yeah, like I want to show off the outfit because I did the fashion show, and sometimes they record it, and if you're lucky, sometimes a photographer will take a really good picture of your outfit, but there's times where they don't, but I still want pictures of my outfits, whether I buy the outfit or not. Of course, I bought that one. It's so cute.
We've done a couple of sketches in the bathroom, so we know what that's
so
about.
and that was at the bridge, and they have a really cute mirror in the bathroom, like a nice, so like sometimes you just take the picture of the outfit just so you at least have it for later. Be like, look, I did a fashion show. These are my outfits.
My vision is so bad. When I saw this picture, from my angle, I don't see detail. I just see shape and like the light and color and stuff. So from right here, I was like, is that like a tank in the background? What did she take it?
No, that's a bathroom sink.
That's kind of what it looks like. Sometimes I get things wrong.
There's
a version of the Harley Quinn. I was trying to go for a blacklight theme because we were doing a painting class with the Dragon Ball Z voice actor. And so I was trying to, and it was like a blacklight class, and unfortunately, like, I've seen a couple episodes of Dragon Ball Z. I'm not good with it. But it was that really big dragon.
Shinron?
Yeah.
Yes, we were painting him.
What was the Purunga?
No, it's the big, like, the green one, like the little...
Yeah, it's Shinron.
So we were painting him, and we had one of the voice actors from Dragon Ball Z, and I wish I remember her name off the top of my head. I'm so sorry.
Was it... Oh, wow.
It wasn't Stephanie. It was...
Bulma? The character she played was Bulma?
Maybe.
Or Chi-Chi, maybe?
But...
Probably
I don't know.
But we got to do a painting class with her, and so I was trying to go for, like, it's cosplaying Harley Quinn, but I was trying to go for more, like, blacklight...
That's pretty cool.
Looking, so I just pieced together some Harley Quinn pieces.
Harley. I'm pretty sure we have more Harleys on there.
Pikachu! That was a onesie event. Like I said, some of these were from the New Wave Expo when we were promoting. That was...
You said a onesie event, as in everybody had a onesie?
Yeah, but they had like the really cute, like the comfy onesies, but they're like, since you are our cosplayer, we need you in...
Something,
a little... So I was like, all right, Pikachu.
Why not, right?
Why not?
That's the classic Pokemon. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Who's my favorite Pokemon? I like Cubone and I like Squirtle.
Cubone's pretty cool. Squirtle's cool. I'm sure I've told this story before on the podcast, but just in case, when Pokemon was first coming out, I was totally prepared to get Squirtle and go with Blastoise, but my best friend at the time, he got the game before me and picked Squirtle, so I had to go with Charmander.
Oh, you're like, so I can't get those same ones.
I was like, this son of a bitch.
I would have gone Charmander no matter what, because...
Well, now I pick
Dragon.
every fire Pokemon anyway.
Oh, wait, he's not even Dragon type.
Yeah, he's not. He's
fire.
Never
mind. He's not even... Yeah, he's fire. I would have gone him, but Cubone.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Cubone thing that they were... What was the article I just saw where they made an official sad Cubone card? Or was it a plush?
I don't know, man.
Well, you know the sad Cubone, like, he's crying for his mother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Do you remember... Did you ever
they
watch
made a
Detective
plush.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the dude's friend at the beginning is trying to get him to catch Cubone because his mom died too.
I forgot about that, dude. They need to make another one of those.
Yeah. Well, they made a second game, so.
Is this one of the car shows?
Yeah, this is one of the car shows. Brown brown impressions from Alice, if I remember correctly. They're like, hey, we need a couple models, and a friend of mine contacted me. Sometimes it's just word of mouth. Like, I can't make it out. Do you mind making it out for us? Whatever. Yeah. And I had so much fun. And then at the end, we got to hand out, like, the plaques. Like, they're like, oh, in each little, I guess, section or whatever, they won, like, first place, second place. Like, for low rider, they had bicycles out there, different kind of. So, we got to hand out the plaques. I thought that was pretty cool.
My grandpa works on... he used, or not now, but I guess he used to work on old, fixing up old cars. Uh-huh. And he had a 67 Impala, and it was beautiful. And I don't know anything about old cars.
Yeah.
But that car was beautiful. And we used to always see it at his house, and then he sold it. But before he sold it, he drove it to like a family reunion that we went to. And while it's sitting out in the parking lot, he would pre-park like all by itself, all off to the side, And I was like, I'm gonna go take a picture on the hood of that car. So I went and laid down on the I think it was the trunk, because I didn't want to mess up the hood, and the trunk felt more stable. So I went and laid down, took all my photos, and posed a whole bunch of poses, and then he sold the car, and I was like, oh, thank God I got those pictures.
Who was it? A friend of mine that recently passed, Nightmares. We were at his viewing, and he would always, oh, you're the model, you and your car shows, da-da-da-da-da. So they were going to get rid of they had to sell his car or give back his car or whatever. Yeah. So I told his wife at the time, I'm like, I know this probably seems so... wrong. I was all, but I really want to go take a car show picture in front of his car. Like you said, it was not at the viewing, but it was one of those little memorial things where all his friends gathered. We were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened thing. So I did one of the little, like, I guess you could call it Spider-Man pose, but in
where you like kneel down,
where you have like the leg out and everything else.
Okay, yeah.
But they also use it as a lowrider pose. So I did like a car show pose in front of his car, just
as a tribute.
Because I knew he would get a kick out of it. But it's just
was he a car guy?
He wasn't a car guy. He was in like more like a manager of the music and stuff like that. Okay. But he loved his car.
I was thinking like if a card person passed, they should do the airbrush art on the coffin. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be pretty
That seems like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. I'm sure someone's done it, yeah.
And then have people pose. Have people pose around the thing.
Car show poses around the casket. That is one of my, I guess we would call closet cosplays. I have Pikachu, and it's a shirt with the little fake pocket that has Pikachu hanging out of it. So, and then I have an Ash hat.
Where'd you get that hat?
That hat at eBay years ago. Okay. It's been a long. I've had that shirt and that hat since I've started cosplaying, which is a good 5-6 years now. And
it's a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, and it just so happened, like I said, the shirt was cute. I think it was like one of those day of the shirt sites, and I like the fact that it was a fake pocket and Pikachu was just chilling, and I wear it. Sometimes I'll wear it to work on Sundays where kids eat free. Kids get a kick out of it. So it's funny when their parents get a kick out of it.
On Sundays is usually the day we go because kids eat free. Every single time.
That's why I'm there.
Every single time. What do we got?
Okay, this one this is a dress my friend Roxy gave to me. She's like, hey, I have these pageant gowns. I'm not doing pageants. You want these dresses? And I was like, hey, I'm down. Yeah. I am down. Well, a couple friends of mine, they do have a YouTube channel called Wrestling Tacos. They're like, we hit so many subscribers. So the guys were going to wear dresses, and they're like, you want to come walk around downtown in a dress with us?
Hey.
And I was like, I am down. So I walked around downtown in heels for them in an evening gown, just for their YouTube channel, just to promote it, and because they were running around in dresses too.
We just hit our 300th subscriber.
We're kind of hitting the big leagues.
All right. I mean, if y'all want to wear dresses and run around downtown, let me know. I'll find a dress.
I don't need a reason to wear a dress.
Well,
they're comfortable.
Just a reminder, we are still doing the giveaway. You still have some time. Post on the Venture Bros podcast and quote your favorite Venture Bros quote, you can win a copy of the movie.
And you know what? We'll extend the rules yet again to accommodate. Post on this episode your favorite Venture Bros quote, and that will suffice, I promise.
Yeah.
We've been having, like, the official rules where you had to watch the YouTube video and comment. But then we posted like, you know, a link on Facebook or a link here.
Yeah, and you're like, at least comment on this link. Now you're like, just comment anywhere.
And so everyone's just commenting everywhere. So it's like, just whatever. I'll extend it. I'm not picky.
That was Mario.
Yeah, that's Mario.
That's my gender bit Mario.
You gonna play the new game when it comes out?
I suck at Mario. I've tried.
My daughter's a big Luigi fan.
Really?
I'm gonna just alter the colors and change the M to the L and be like, look, Penny, she dressed up as Luigi.
Probably good.
She's counterculture because she likes Luigi.
That was New Wave Expo. That was the day before when we were setting up. So I just set up my table and one of my kids took my picture and I was like, I want it because I had just gotten the table cloth and the banner and stuff like that.
You have to take sitting at your table. Every person who has a booth has to take the picture. Or have the picture taken of them sitting at their booth. You have to have that.
Yes.
It's perfect. You have to have it.
And I was so excited about it. I was like, look, this is my little setup. Of course, like I said, it was the day before. I'd been setting up all day long.
So is that your old logo then on the tablecloth?
Yes, that's my old logo. And I had two of them. It was a little GirlGilla cosplay booty and then GirlGilla model lips.
I remember the butt one.
Everybody remembers the butt one. But that's the one. I've had that one for years, though. And then I was like, okay, well, I need a logo for my GirlGilla models. And then I was like, that's just...
Did you draw them?
No. I had a friend of mine, Lynn from Spicy Panda Stickers. She drew those. I met her at a con, and she had a bunch of butt stickers, and I just like butts. And so I was like, hey, you want to...
You get along with us here at Team Triple.
I was like, hey, you wanna draw my butt?
We need to hit this person up and see if we can get some Team Triplehorn butt stickers.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll send you the information.
She's going to send the concept's going to come back. It's our faces. You win this time.
Yeah.
God damn it. What do we got?
That was one of the random shows at Freebirds. Like I said, it was one of those ones that I went with my friends, and I'm like, hey, you take pictures of me, I'll take pictures of you.
What kind of car is that?
I don't know. A really pretty pink one. I'm guessing maybe Cadillac, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know
my eyes
cars.
are so bad. We were going through these pictures earlier, and I missed a few. This one...
Okay, this one is, I want to say, if I remember right, on airs. Me and a friend of mine were going to be in a music video, but we beat the people there, and they had some really cool graffiti. I can talk, I promise.
Graffiti, yeah.
Graffiti. So I was like, hey, you take my picture, I take your picture. So we were dressed for a music video that I'm still waiting to drop.
I was just about to say, because I know we have another one, I think, from the music video, and we were going to ask
you around in Jersey.
I think so, yeah.
We also have plans for a couple different music videos. We just need to get hooked up with someone that makes music.
Yeah, that's...
I know people. I might be able to help. I know people.
Who make music?
Who make music, yeah.
Are they super nerdy, though?
Okay, yes. I know a couple that can do the...
If you put us in contact, then you can be in the music video.
Oh, I can?
Of Stacking Cardboard. Yeah, that's the name of the song.
We have a rap idea. We have a country song idea.
Ooh, yes. I have a rapper in mind. I'll try to remember to message him afterwards.
We, is this also from the music video?
Yes, that was the same day. Like one part we did on airs, and this one was like in not quite the parking lot, but over there by like Whataburger, the baseball park. I couldn't think of the name.
Whataburger Field.
Yeah. So we weren't in there. We were just like on the outskirts of it, and like I said, I'm still waiting for this music video to drop. But me and my friend, I was like, "Look, this is vamos. Let's take a funny picture in front of it." Like I said,
is that graffiti?
No, that's
just
like
official.
That's like on their window.
Oh, really?
The one of the side windows. But it made me laugh, and I was like, I want to look like I'm running right here because, like I said,
it does look like kind of like what is the word? Not art. I don't know art terms, but it does look like marketing material.
Yeah, like you said, it was something they have on the Whataburger Field.
I like the way that
one of the outside windows.
Vamos, 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 vamos. 4 times means go.
So I was like, I'm gonna pretend like I'm running. And she's like, okay.
That looks cool. Aesthetically, that looks like a pretty picture.
And we were just playing around on my phone.
And this is classic.
American Bank Center. It was some library event. They wanted a cosplayer to come out. And it was really cool. They made like kids were there, you were able to get free books.
Yeah, I think it was like a teen book event.
Yeah, Teen Book Fest, something like that. And it was just one of those ones. They're like, hey, we need cosplayers. I'm like, I'm down.
We're all secretly big fans of yours. We just remember all this stuff. We did not just see most of it.
You didn't just,
Oh yeah, I remember that when you were doing the book. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was the book. It was the book thing.
There's a tic-tac-toe.
That is,
yeah. That's we put it on there.
Yeah.
I forgot we put that on there for that.
Yeah.
So shout out Carrie. Nice.
Yeah. So and that's for when I'm waiting for someone chilling in the car instead of playing on my phone. Even though my boyfriend was laughing at me, we can play tic-tac-toe.
She invested. Just side note, right? She invested so much money into that epoxy stuff.
Really?
And she makes so much stuff. And she was telling me that at that con, everybody was telling her, you should make dice. And I'm like, dude, yes, make dice.
Yeah, a lot of people would love the dice.
Dice is perfect. And so I was like, dude, make dice. Make deck boxes for people's cards, you know? Make, like, those little bowls that she made did really well. What do we got?
Scooby-Doo. That was, I was getting ready for
right
CadaverCon. I don't like driving if I don't have to, so it was in Portland, and I understand I live in Corpus, but the drive back and forth for 3 days, me and my kids just rented a hotel and stayed there.
Yeah.
So it was one of those little, like, hotel mirror pictures before going off to the event.
That was the Scooby. It's funny because we bring it full circle because I think that was one of the first things that we had talked about, right? That's the last one?
Yeah.
That was the
I will
last
turn
one,
it off. Obviously, we don't need excuses to talk forever. But is there anything that you wanted to bring up? Like, you have anything going on you want people to pay attention to?
Anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out Team Triplehorn. She's like, y'all guys.
Right now, I'm just, like I said, trying to get back out there. So, I mean, if anybody needs a cosplayer or model or wants me to stop by your event, I mean, I'm down. You know, just contact me. I like to.
You better have that money.
After the podcast, we're gonna pitch you a couple of sketch ideas.
Yeah. We did have some funny ideas that we've been holding on to for quite a while. Mm-hmm. We actually came up with a bunch of ideas, and then what happened was I think this is actually a really funny story. I had met you and seen you, not like officially or formally in any way, for at least a year or two. That prior to I came across your profile, the GirlGilla stuff, and so I was like, hey, I think this chick is from Corpus. We need a girl for a sketch idea, you know. And so I had messaged you and I was talking to you and I did not know that it was you from Freebirds. And it blew my mind because after talking to you and seeing your pictures, and then I went into Freebirds and I saw you back there because you always wear the hat.
Yeah, I always
wear it backwards.
I always wear it backwards because
yeah,
like I said, I'm a klutz, I'm a dork. If I wear it frontwards, I'm always hitting my head on something. So I just wear it backwards. It's safer for everybody.
That blew my mind. And I looked over and I saw it and I was like...
Yeah, at work I look very,
shit,
I don't know, like a zombie. I don't know. I roll out of bed, throw clothes on, and just go to work.
You look drastically different with no makeup. like you because it's just like a natural. Like you look natural. You just have your your female charms, I guess. I don't know what you call it. I don't know how you describe like with makeup, without makeup.
Natural look, I guess. I don't know.
And so... Yeah, that blew my mind. So, like, I had technically known you, but never, it didn't click ever to cross my mind.
That these two people were connected.
Yeah, and I didn't know you. I was talking to you for, like, I don't know, a couple months, and, like, trying to bug you, hey, remember us, come do the show. We never did film any of those sketches.
Yeah.
I had actually messaged like a few like model types, cosplayer types from Corpus. And it is important to note too that I wanted it to be like kind of nerdy related.
Yeah.
Because I did message another lady who was just a model, and she was like, what's your brand of humor? And I was like, shut the fuck up. Not yours. Go away. Like, oh. Anytime somebody asks you that, don't take them serious. Humor is so subjective, but not ours. Ours is always funny.
Ours is great.
But no, for real, like, is there anything that you're pushing? Nothing? You got
At
nothing?
this point, no, not really. I'm always at work, it feels like. If you really, really want to, October 28th, all Freebird size burritos will be $6. It's a Saturday. They're making me work a Saturday. I don't work Saturdays. But including our birria, that's one of it's our limited time meat, so it's like a high price meat. So it's only gonna be, if you really want to try the birria, that would be $6 for a Freebird. Birria. It's like slow roasted like meat. If you go to like an authentic Mexican restaurant, it'd be made out of like goat, but for Freebirds, it's beef. It's really good.
Classic Freebirds. I love Freebirds. People say, "Oh, Chipotle." I'm like,
we don't say that word there.
I just shoot them the finger. And I don't like Chipotle.
Yeah, but they actually, because like I said, I don't work Saturdays there because I'm trying to do other things on Saturdays, other events, but I was like, this Saturday I'll work for y'all. But I do have a question for y'all. Okay. What are y'all gonna be for Halloween? I got my costume in yesterday.
I think I'm going to be at work for Halloween, so nothing.
You saw nothing?
We'll probably do all of our official Halloween stuff, like for the kids to go trunk-or-treating, because they do stuff at the school.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare that because doesn't it fall on a Tuesday this year?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday, but like they started, like I said, doing things like on
early
weekends beforehand.
Yeah. So if that counts, then
totally.
we are actually going to have a Halloween party here.
Oh, that's cool.
And we invited everybody. The 28th or 9th, the Saturday.
The Saturday is the 28th.
Okay, so the 28th we're gonna do a Halloween party. I told you about this, right?
I think you did.
Okay.
But I guess
He's like, I'm not going.
I guess I'm going to Freebirds instead.
We can do both. I told you how many points I have. You know, because they do the point stuff.
Yes.
Dude, I got a burrito party one time because we had so many points.
Really? I don't even know if they do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they do. But right now I have like almost 3,000 points.
Well, if you don't know, we've been
expire
told a year from when they, to download the app, see what you have, and just start using them, because that's a lot of Freebirds right there.
Oh my God. I love Freebirds. I don't want to shout out Freebirds. You want to sponsor the channel, but all I need is a free burrito. And you know what? They're like, hey, well, you go get free burritos all the time on Sundays for your kid. Put a logo up. I think we're just going to do like a little Halloween party and just invite everybody, or not everybody, but just, friends and family and stuff.
Were you going to dress up?
Yeah. I'm going to go as a pirate.
Okay.
I'm going to go as a pirate. My classic Ron Swanson pirate.
Okay.
I guess I'll go as Oscar the Gooch from D&D.
Yeah, we did a D&D sketch where we dressed up a little bit.
And I was a pirate. And it was a closet cosplay. There you go.
Yeah, well, no, it's there's times where this one time I did a photo shoot and I was promoting a purse that was like a hatchet purse, so I was in like a red robe, like almost 50 Housewives sort of, but not really. And I was like, what would make this like knife so cool, like the shoot part so cool, is if I had something to chop off. And I was like, you know what? I think I have a severed arm in my closet. So I went and dug through my closet, and sure enough, I did. And it just, to me, made the picture. So yeah, I love just having random things.
Dude, us too.
So it's like,
when we did I'm impressed by stuff like this, right? Like when we needed an R2 spittoon.
Oh yeah.
And so Kevin bought an RC car, and we just ripped the top off. That sounds better than we sat and unscrewed the plastic. But we ripped the top off, and we went old stereo wire, and we put a spittoon and like an old speaker and some googly eyes. Nice.
We were doing a version of Yellowstone. Well, you know Yellowstone, the show?
Yeah.
We've done a couple of Yellowstone sketches, and this was Yellowstone 2183, so it was the future. So we basically had an electronic spittoon.
Also, we did use a severed arm when you get your hand cut off.
At the end, my hand gets cut off, and we had a bunch of wires. That
it was a robot arm, and so it's so silly. But it's fun. It's the fun stuff. I guess we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
This went on a long time. We're probably going to edit it down to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So whatever works.
I was telling him that earlier. I was like, man, we got like a lot of photos, and so I was trying to speed through, but Like,
And then
obviously, we
I'm
get sidetracked.
So, yes. I
No,
can't stand.
dude. Honestly, that's the name of our show. Our last episode was called The Tangent because
It was over 2 hours long.
it was 2 hours long, and all we did was get off topic. There was no topic. In fact, that was the topic, was whatever we bounced to. It was like a pinball machine.
Yeah, we meant it to be like an anniversary talking about the last year, but that did not happen.
I love it, though. Like, honestly, that's my second favorite episode now. We were less vitriolic, though, because I feel like in the first anniversary episode, we were very mean.
Okay.
And we were just making fun of everybody and being just ugly. But in this one, it was less mean, and it was more like, I want to bring up old arguments and be like, hey, all right, here's a neutral party.
No, don't do that.
Do you know what a schifferrobe is?
Oh my god, dude.
A what?
A schifferobe?
No.
You don't know what that? You've never heard schifferobe?
No.
It's basically just like a cabinet for clothes. It's like another word.
Oh, okay.
It's like a dumb word.
No one knows that word, dude.
But why would I say it so freely off my tongue?
He's all, but it sounds so
Schifferobe.
nice.
But everyone, we were arguing about if the B was silent, like if it's supposed to be schifferobe. And I was like, ooh, I don't know about that.
I'm glad we get to end today's video on this high point, this discussion of the pronunciation of Schifferow.
Everybody, go follow GirlGilla Inc. And the spelling is right here.
And we'll put
Oh,
her...
they don't see my mouse.
And I'll tell Caleb to put her links at the bottom.
Yeah, I can throw your links and
comments.
stuff.
Okay.
Whatever you want me to link specifically, just I'll put in there.
All right. See, that's
And
good.
also,
Yeah, that's it. GG. Well played.
I always try to end on something stupid.
Okay, well...
We did it.